Savant.
Oh my stars, Cole Curfew ties it.
He's in. He scores! Oh my! Davidoff!
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Curfew Boys Podcast. Myself, Sammy, here with my boy Zook on the bass.
Hey now.
Hey now, how are you, buddy?
Not bad yourself.
Not too bad. You had a nice gig. I saw a couple of days ago.
It was nice.
It was nice.
It was nice. Yes.
When was the last time you were on stage?
May.
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 Okay. And when was the last time you were on stage? With the polls? You know what I'm talking about?
That was a couple hours ago. No. It's my day job.
You just woke up from your nap because you had a night shift, right?
Right. Exactly.
Awesome. Welcome, everybody, to this brand new episode. If you are watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. Please click like and subscribe. It is absolutely free. Share with your fellow Habs fans around the world. Hockey is almost here. We cannot wait for it. If you're listening to us on platforms such as Apple Podcast, Spotify, or any other podcast platform, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Leave us an honest rating and review. It is the only way we can feel the love. You can follow the Curfew Boys on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and what else? What else? Oh yeah, TikTok. Yes, we are active on TikTok as well. I guess we're catching up in the world, right?
Every social, basically.
We're the old school dinosaurs that still have to catch up with the times, but we're getting there. So yeah, man. I think it goes without saying. I think everybody, everywhere, hockey fans, Habs fans, we're just so excited for this month of August to be over. I think we got like another week and a couple of days left, and then once September hits, it's close to trade.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet feeling.
Yeah, indicates
we don't want it to end, right? This summer. I mean, like socially speaking, it's a nice thing, summer. But
we need non-humid weather, good high of like 25 degrees and a low of like 10 degrees all year round, and then you have hockey from September till usually goes to June. Sometimes it shouldn't, but anyways. But no, I'm pretty stoked. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting time. It's gonna be an exciting season for multiple reasons, and it's funny. Two things that happened recently, one regarding the Canadiens and one regarding to one of my favorite players growing up. So did you see the Detroit Red Wings? They're about to retire Sergei Fedorov, number 91. Finally, after all these years. Dude, Fedorov was one of my favorite players growing up. And without knowing, there was a bit of that, just the way he came into the NHL, like him and four other Russian players, that ended up Detroit, man. They ended up becoming like somewhat that dynasty in the 90s. And, just the story of Fedorov, like just how he came over and the political issues with, I'm pretty sure, I think it was the Soviet Union back then, maybe towards the end of it. But like, Russia, not without their political problems, right? But just the story of him coming over and just how he was able to like just dominate the NHL practically, him and Steve Yzerman and Igor Larionov and all those guys too. What a team Detroit had, coached by Scotty Bowman. Unreal. Right.
You're right. It was Bowman.
Scotty Bowman, baby.
It was Bowman.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It was
that
Bowman
guy
coaching.
Had generational champions. Jesus.
Dude.
Multiple generations.
Well, that's why he's the best goalie ever to coach this game, right? But I'm so happy for Fedorov. And like I am low key a Detroit Red Wings fan. I'm a diehard Habs fan, but I always liked the Detroit Red Wings. I always admired them as a team. Steve Yzerman, him and Joe Sakic, besides Saku Koivu, like those three were my top favorite captains growing up. Like Fedorov was up there as one of my favorite players, like with Pavel Bure, like just him and Pavel Bure in the 90s. Like they were like.
I remember Sam being young, like very young. Like this was like, when was it? Early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Where I didn't necessarily follow hockey at that point. Yeah. Because I just wasn't, knowledgeable about sports.
You didn't meet me yet. That's because you didn't meet me. That's why.
It's not only that. It's because I don't think I was smart enough to comprehend what was going on. And I still think that some days, but yeah. But yeah, man, I remember being at one of my one of my dad's cousin's house in the basement, and putting on the TV, and this was like daytime, and I guess they were playing highlights on some channel, and you just see this kid. He was young at this time, right? Always on a breakaway. Like he must have had that game 4 or 5 breakaways of how fast he was. He was just next level. He was like ahead of most of the players around at that time, right? And talk about people standing up on their seats watching him play, dude. Half of Vancouver was standing up at that point.
Dude, Pavel Bure,
like, insane.
Pavel Bure was just the way everybody got excited for Alex Ovechkin to come into the league, to bring that level of excitement. Like Pavel Bure was that it's,
you could say that. Yeah.
It's just, maybe it's because they're two Russian players, but like Pavel Bure in the 90s just like brought, he was excited. Like he brought guys out of their seats, and like he kind of did some things that not a lot of players were able to do. Just his hands and his quickness and all that. Like,
right. It's, you know, like he came out of a time travel machine, you know, from being ahead of
you could even think like or we could even go another step further, like the excitement that Connor McDavid brings everywhere in the league, just because he's that quick, right? Like I think Pavel Bure was that player as well, you know?
If you transpose it, yes, in the timeline, yes.
Yeah.
At that time, people weren't doing things
in the
that
90s,
Pavel Bure was doing.
Yeah, exactly. The 90s was Bure, the 2000s
today
was like...
it's 2000s.
It's obviously Ovechkin and even Crosby, but then like
Crosby too,
like the 2010s, mid 2010s, like after, let's say obviously Ovechkin and Crosby were still dominating, but Patrick Kane was making a big name for him, and Taves too, you know?
I don't know if Patrick Kane had that level though. Yes,
but
he's good. But
Mr. Showtime, like he knew how to put on a show too, right? But then Connor McDavid came in the mid to 2010s, and then everybody knows
next level,
the rest of the story. Yeah. So, no, I'm pretty happy overall about Sergei Fedorov. And the second news that happened, this is regarding Habs fans, is basically Cole Caulfield getting invited to Team USA. The camp there for the Team USA Olympics, but no Lane Hudson. So I don't want to dive too much into that. We could save a whole other episode for that alone, but I don't know.
It's safe to say though that the Americans are okay. Reason for why they let out Lane Hudson, it's probably due to his age. Right?
I get
versus Cole Caulfield already has how many years of NHL? 4?
Yeah, it's 3-4, yeah.
3-4. So that to the organization that is putting this team together, they probably cherish that, right? They're probably forecasting that it's going to be an experienced league. They want to have experienced players, you know, leadership abilities. Cole Caulfield has definitely grown into that type of player. It looks like he's going to be a type of an Olympian. Lane Hudson's probably going to be there in the future, right? Or if there's an injury to a player, he might be called up. You never know, right?
Well, no, you can only call up those that got invited.
Okay.
So at least to the best of my memory. So like Cole, and even at that, like I'm so happy for Caulfield. He deserves the invitation. I don't even know if he's going to make the team. You look at that list, and like
I think he will. He has something that most players don't have.
Bill Guerin likes the big bodies. Bill Guerin's in charge of Team USA. Like Bill Guerin, like being a big power forward that he was, like he likes those big body players. And again, I don't understand why Lane Hudson wasn't invited. And I'm not saying he has to make the team. Even if he did get invited, maybe this time he won't make the team. But, you know, he's the Calder Trophy winner amongst all rookies in the league. He's tied, like he's at number 7 total, 7th overall for defenseman with the most points. And to top it all off, he was the 3rd best defenseman amongst points, just behind Quinn Hughes and Zach Werenski. So, like I said, I'm not going to get too much into it because we're going to reserve this for another episode, but you know what? At least an invitation. I don't understand how he's not invited. And the thing is, if he is going to make Team USA in the next 4 years,
I think
why not just invite him anyways? Like, even if he doesn't make the team, it's fine, but at least he gets that experience.
Honestly, Sam, if anything, this is going to work in the Habs' favor. You know why? It's going to light up a little fire up his butt.
Well, he has a chip on his shoulders, and he's going to have a bit of the break too. He's going to have a break when the Olympics are around. So, anyways,
don't worry about
my rants on that. But this episode is actually very an exciting one. Something I've been waiting for quite some time to talk about. And you know, training camp is slowly on the way, but before that gets started, we got tickets to go see the prospect showdown. We're going to be there on September 14th at the Bell Center in the afternoon to watch our beloved Montreal Canadiens Prospects. And just after purchase that, it really got me thinking, like, we're going to do this episode. We're going to make it a top 10 prospects episode. We're going to start from number 10 all the way to number 1. Some are going to be a lot more.
We're going reverse. I like that.
Reverse. We're going from 10 to number 1. I might mention a couple of prospects that didn't make the list, but definitely honorable mentions or have a chance.
There's a lot, Sammy.
There's a lot, though, and they have a chance to make it up top 10 as of next season. I truly believe. So, Zook, if you want to take it away with I'm talking about quite a few players, but I'm ready to get this list started. So we'll start with you.
I'll start with you. Okay, so number 10, and now this I've been looking online on YouTube the past, let's say, 2 weeks, because a lot of podcasters and hockey content like to talk about teams' prospects, especially the Canadiens being one of the top deep pools of prospects within the NHL.
Yeah.
And this player, for some reason, has not made it on a lot of them. So I'd like to just start with that being number 10 on our list, or on my list.
Yeah.
Florian Jacquet.
Oh, okay.
And you know why, dude? Because I think he's going to be a player that the Canadiens need, organizationally speaking.
Yeah.
He has size.
Yeah.
He has a physical game, but it's odd. He still has an offensive flair. As you can see, he scored 24 goals on the fourth line with no power play minutes.
Barely any power play minutes,
right? So that to me signifies something to come, right?
In his rookie year, as a pro in the minors.
To me, that's insane. And a lot of even like people on TSN or RDS, they don't speak about this kid. And I think he deserves a bit of not a spotlight, but he deserves to be spoken about, because he's just he's a unique presence, just like his brother is, right? It's hard to quantify his skills because of that, but like, he's a unique person, which I think has a future with the Canadiens.
I love how you say he's unique, and in the words of Nick Bobrov, Florian Jacquet is the unicorn. He's a late bloomer. He really was a late bloomer in his last season of the OHL. So I'm very happy you have him on the top 10 list. I have him on my top 10 list, but I don't even have him at number 10. I actually have him a bit higher than you. So, and I'm going to get to it when I name him, and I'm pretty much going to use the exact same reasons you named him. I went a little bit on the unexpected side, but this Montreal Canadiens prospect really slowly turned heads at the International World Hockey Championships for Team Austria. And he was picked in the 3rd round in 2022, the same draft of Juraj Slafkovsky, Owen Beck, Lane Hudson. He was actually picked right after Lane Hudson in the 3rd round. Like I said, 75th overall. I'm going with Vincent's Rohrer. Okay. Now, he ended up winning. He won the championship in the National League. But then when he played for Team Austria in the World Hockey Championships, like, he actually put a great amount of numbers. Like, he was one of Team Austria's best players, probably their best player. Got like 6 points in 8 games, but has like this physical edge to him that might, like, don't underestimate him. Okay. The reason why I have him at number 10 is because I actually think he's going to be playing in Europe for one more year, and then he's going to come to the Canadiens. I actually think this guy might have some kind of spot on the roster if he keeps progressing that way. Not as a top 6, but definitely a bottom 6. I think he could maybe.
What's his position?
He's on the right wing. He could play right. He could play right wing, or he could play center. But I think having that type of player just came out of nowhere, like in a sense. But like if you go watch the YouTube video of the Montreal Canadiens behind the scenes when they draft, so the 2022 video, it's like the scouts praise him a lot. like they like his defensive game too. Like he's a bit of like an Owen Beck type of player, except Owen Beck had a bit more offensive flair to his game in junior a little bit. But they really like this kid, this Vincent Rohrer kid. And a couple of times I think they praise how like he was a bit of a shutdown player. Like at that year, Shane Wright was the big name in the OHL, and many times like this kid shut him down. I'm pretty sure I got my facts on that too. And so, like I said, based off like just his international play this year, and I'm going to try to pay attention to him heading into the European season this year for the last time before he comes over to North America. I actually have him at number 10 because I could see this kid potentially getting a spot in the bottom 6, maybe even be a penalty killer. Like he's got I consider him to be like a little bit like a more aggressive Oliver Kapanen type of player. So that's who I have at number 10.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like how you compared him ish to like an Oliver Kapanen.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of similarities. I just think he could be a little bit more meaner on that sense. If anything, like he could probably like think of it like as a poor man Florian Jacki for now, as far as prospects are concerned. He could be that too. Like I could kind of see that.
That's we need as many players like that as possible if you think about like long term, right?
Yeah.
Especially the way the league is going.
Well, it's guys that could be those depth players in the bottom 6. Like that could just do that role of just being aggressive, like use your body, forecheck hard, and that's because like our top 6 is already pretty much established for now.
Yeah,
so let's go.
No, for sure. So
who do you have? Who do you have at number 9?
It leads perfectly. So your pick leads to my next one, which is fantastic. It segues it. Number 9 is Oliver Kapanen for me.
Okay.
Yeah, and look, he's played in what he's in Sweden's men's league, right? The equivalent to their pro league, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
He had almost a point per game.
Yeah.
Right. So like he has huge potential, right? Yeah. My opinion, I see him in the bottom 6 role.
Yeah,
1,000%. Like in the NHL level, I mean. But he's a big kid. He has great hands. He has flashes of really cool moves, and his hockey IQ seems pretty high. And for a bottom 6 player, which look, if you look at good teams, Sam, I'm sure we've said it many times, they have great bottom 6 players like that can all contribute offensively when it's needed and be tough to play against when it's time, right? So
Okay, interesting. I don't have him at number 9. I have him slightly higher. Okay. I'm going with a defense at number 9.
I know where you're going with. Go for it.
Okay, he played with Laval, him too, his rookie year. I'm going with Adam Engstrom.
Okay.
At number 9.
I have him a little higher too.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So I have him at 9 because I think he is going to play in the NHL one day. Is it going to be with the Montreal Canadiens? I mean, he's another left-handed shooter. We have a surplus of those guys. But you have to admire just the way him too, as a rookie, played in his first year in North America. Excellent skater, excellent puck handling defenseman. He has offensive upside. He's very good on defense as well. I mean, listen, he was plus 14 with Laval, so that's a very, very good sign of a two-way defenseman. You know what I mean? Like for a kid coming in and putting up 27 points in your rookie year as a defenseman, 5 goals, 22 assists at a plus 14, plus got that playoff experience, only 5 assists in 13 games. This kid has a bit of that skating style, like that Mike Matheson style of skating.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like everybody,
he has those hands that
Matheson has more or less. He skates very well. Like Matheson skates well, like, but so does Adam Engstrom. Like, they're very similar as far as... He had a
similar goal to Matheson. Remember when Matheson in overtime deked half of the team and scored?
Yeah, like if
he had a goal like that in the AHL more or less.
Yeah, and I see Adam Engstrom really having a top 4 role right now. Like if he's not going to be a top pairing with... I think so. I could see him being... Definitely, if he's not going to be the first pairing, he's definitely going to be the second. It all depends what they're going to do with William Trudeau, but I could see William Trudeau being pairing with a David Reinbacher, but I could see the second pairing on the left side being Adam Engstrom, like right away. And
the left,
especially now that Logan Mailloux is gone, I know we're all thinking the first defenseman, if ever there was a call up, it would be David Reinbacher. But if it wasn't, if it's not Reinbacher, I think Angstrom is right next on that list.
If they, because I still don't know what's the status of Reinbacher's rehab. Yes, he played at the end of the year, but
I think
his knee is at 100% at this point.
I don't know. I personally don't know. We haven't heard anything about it. Like we're hearing about Kirby Doc, but we aren't hearing anything about David Reinbacher. So for me, no news is good news.
Okay, good. So then if that's the case, if Reinbacher has a great preseason, I think he's going to be the first call-up. But yeah, it's going to be between Engstrom and Reinbacher.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Interesting.
So he was your 9th?
He's my 9th. Yeah, we're going to 8.
So my 8 is Adam Engstrom.
Okay.
And like you said, right, he has great puck moving abilities, decent, offensive flair. My thing about him is he still needs to adapt to the North American or the NHL style of play. That's one thing that is blaring when you look at his play. But he
still did a good job for the first time, though.
Yes.
Like all things considered in his rookie year for him.
That's why he's 8th, in my opinion. But
okay.
Yeah, I think one of the things, though, like you've touched upon, I think he may be able to be a decent trade bait part.
Well, like I said, I think so too. One day, if the Canadiens see, like, listen, we're established pretty much on the left side. Like, let's say
it depends on injuries and stuff, but yes,
there's that too. Yes, but like they even drafted more left-handed defensemen too after.
Mm-hmm.
I really think because you still got Owen Protz, and then hold on a sec. Who's the I got the name right here. Hold on a sec. On what's his name? Bryce Pickford with in the WHR. Like he's a left-handed shooter, and then there's still Owen Protz. They drafted in 2024.
Pickford's
so
a left or right? I thought he was an R.
I'm pretty sure he's a left. I'm going to double check right now as we speak here. Oh no, you're totally right. He's a right-handed shooter. No, my bad. My bad. Okay, so there you go.
Because I was happy when I saw his name.
Yes. Everybody loves that pick. Sorry, for some reason. Well, look, they still have Owen Protz too. I know Owen Protz is a left-handed shooter. I did my homework on that. I should have done my homework on this one. But yeah, no, you're totally right. But nonetheless, Adam Engstrom, again,
plus 14 is massive.
I think he is going to play in the NHL one day.
Yeah.
I'm not certain it will be with the Montreal Canadiens.
I don't think so either. But it depends on injuries, in my opinion.
1,000%.
And look, some D-men take longer to develop, right? Like,
totally.
So,
let's say I hope this doesn't happen, but let's say a Jaden Struble gets traded.
Yeah, I could see something like that. Yeah.
Maybe if they do that and they see Angstrom's ready, maybe he's that call-up. Maybe he's going to be that 7th defenseman. Obviously, you want the kid to play.
Right.
I just think he will make the NHL. Is it with the Canadiens? I don't know. But until then, he's still ours. He's still our boy. And I'm putting him on the top 10 list for sure. So at number 8. My number 8, I got Florian. I got Florian Jack at number 8.
I love it.
Almost the same reasons, pretty much the same reasons like you explained, but just the level of confidence this kid has. You know what I mean? In his rookie year, like the over 20 goals, playing fourth line minutes, even as a fourth line centerman sometimes too, like unbelievable. I really think this kid is going to come to training camp he's going to be so fired up. I think you saw last year he was a bit nervous and like maybe trying to not so much fulfill his brother's shoes, but like trying to follow in his brother's footsteps a little bit. You know, obviously Arbor is a guy that everybody loves. So like, you know, I think maybe last year was for him to try to find his own identity, but he did that in Laval. He actually did. And I think this year he's going to be even more fired up. I think the kid's going to put on like a bit more pounds. He's a big kid, but he's still growing. He's still going to get.
If he eats the same amount of eggs like his mother told us,
exactly.
He's gonna,
no man,
I
really think like now that like guys like Gignac is gone and all that, I really think he could probably. I want to see Pascal Vincent, wherever the coach is going to be. I want to see him give a top 6 role. Like if he's not going to be, I definitely could give him 3rd line center, if not maybe even 2nd line center. We'll see. But I think, especially after last year, I think he's earned that opportunity to play maybe top
1000%.
6 minutes in Laval. So we're kind of similar, you and I. We're a little bit similar, at
Yeah.
least as of 10, 9, 8 spot. Like I said, mine, Vincent's Roar, like he's a bit of a I threw in a bit of a curveball there, but
Wild horse.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, wild horse or maybe a diamond in the rough, maybe.
I love it.
We'll see. Number 7.
Number 7 for me, I have, and this is my opinion, the last chance he's going to be on any list, Joshua Roy.
Okay.
His time is clicking, right? I'm sure we could all say the same.
Mhm.
However, he still had what I think in Laval about 35 points, 30 points in 40 something games.
Oh,
So-
he still put up 20 goals.
Yeah. But like, we would have thought this kid should be already nearing the NHL, in my opinion. I don't think he's there yet. However, he's not far.
Mhm.
Now, considering if there's going to be injuries, I think he is going to be called up again this year. He played about a dozen games last year in Montreal.
Yeah, 12 games, only 2 goals.
And you could tell he's not at the NHL level yet, but he's not far. He's definitely better than most at the AHL level.
Yeah.
I'm afraid my only fear with this guy, and this is due to his inconsistency, which he also shows in Laval. I don't like that part of his game, and my fear is that he's going to be like our Charles Hudon of the past. Too good for the AHL, not enough for the NHL.
That's a very, very good point, and
My
part of me
fear.
wonders that as well. Okay, interesting.
Good kid though.
Okay.
Yeah, he works hard. He's
got no
seems like
choice.
He has a
He
decent
said it.
head on. But yes, he knows where he's at, and let's see if he applies himself this summer.
Okay. Mine at number 7 is Kapanen. I have Kapanen at number 7. More or less for the same reasons. I have him at number 7 just because he's got pro experience. He's played with the Canadiens a few times as well. He's been up and down with Laval and so on. I really think he's going to be one of the last cuts to be the 13th forward as a Montreal Canadiens. I truly believe that. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be competitive.
Bold.
But I also I don't think he's gonna be with the Canadiens at the start. I think it's gonna be between him and Sammy Blais for that 13th forward position.
I was going to talk to you about Sammy Blais. He's pretty tough too.
He's a big kid. He's a big kid. I mean, he's younger than us, but he's not a kid. He's pretty much a veteran.
He's like he's a Pezzetta replica, in my opinion. Not replica, but
like bigger. Yeah,
bigger,
but bigger. So I think it might be between those two. But I could see Oliver Kapanen getting maybe he gets the second or third line centerman position in Laval. So I think he's going to be a bit of that two-way player, that two-way centerman. Will be on the power play or the second power play for Laval, and maybe even the penalty kill for Laval. So that's why, like, I'm giving it I'm putting him at number 7 just because he's already got a bit of an NHL experience. Definitely has North American pro experience after coming back from Europe. So he's got a bit of that upper edge towards the other 3 that I named. Right. Maybe not as much as Adam Engstrom, but like still, like I still think Kapanen there's a potential spot for him in the bottom 6 with the Canadiens, especially on the 4th line. Maybe all depends how he plays, but that's who I have at number 7.
Okay,
number 6.
Number 6. Now this one's a fun one. Now we're getting into the fun.
Okay.
Borderline fantasy, if you will, not necessarily, but. So my number 6 is the most recent Alexander Zarovsky.
Oh, you put him in already.
AKA Demidov Light.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Listen, I don't know if anybody had the moment to check from, taking time from their summer holidays to check this guy's highlights. He definitely has, I would almost say, elite level skill at this point. He's currently he was playing in the AHL equivalent for the KHL.
Yeah, either the
NHL or
the MHL, or I think it's the MHL. Yeah,
and he had 50 points in 45 games, right? So that's not an easy feat, right?
No.
So he definitely has huge defensive potential. And if you look at his defensive game, he was at a positive. I think he was at plus 18.
I think he picked up a point too in
plus
his
18, dude.
He picked up
For
a
an-
point in the KHL
Oh, he played in the
exhibition.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But Sammy, when can we say a Russian player has offensive player? Sorry, has a plus 18?
That's true too.
They're usually
Well,
not known for that, right?
Well, he's got wicked hands though. Like a lot
Yeah,
of
he
his
does.
highlights, like
But
he
he's responsible though. He's a responsible
yeah,
player, which is fantastic. Which I think
50
potentially
points,
has a huge fit for the Canadians.
50 points in 45 games in
Yeah.
the MHL. But like, okay, interesting. So that's a
still-
bit of your curveball. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
his little cons, if you will, which I could see from his games, he still needs to work on his strengthening.
yeah, which is normal.
And his
yeah.
power skating, if you will. He's not a bad skater, but like he needs to add a little more power. Something like you remember Slav worked on at one
Yep.
point,
Yep.
like that. He
Mhm.
has to work on that. If he gets that, he definitely has a potential top six role. In my opinion.
6'1" at 163
He's still
pounds.
growing, bro. He's still
according
growing.
to Hockey DB.
Yeah,
Yeah, 1,000%. Okay, interesting. I don't have him on my list, but I definitely have him as my honorable mentions
there you go.
because I really believe he's going to make this list next season.
Mhm.
The only reason because I really want to see how he's going to play in the KHL in his first year, but I'm confident that this kid's got enough talent that he's going to be on this top 10 list.
Likewise. Yeah.
So at number 6, I have Joshua Roy
Okay.
again for
Very close.
more or less the same reasons as you. This is his last chance. It's his contract year. What really hurt Joshua Roy was, for starters, when he first came to the Canadiens, got a goal. He played with a Sean Monahan. Don't forget.
There you go.
He was with Sean Monahan. Like, he had the best veteran to play with on the Montreal
love
Canadiens
him.
at that time. So one of the many reasons why it hurts no longer having a Sean Monahan, but understandably so, as far as the rebuild was concerned at that time. It's Joshua Roy's inconsistency. Like, he's not a player, like, he still has the hockey smarts. He can still be defensively responsible. You know what I mean? Like, the way he played in the World Junior showed a lot of promise. His first year in Laval was amazing, as far as I'm concerned. Last year was not bad. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. He looks lazy, but he's not yet. He needs a bit more of a drive. Like, I still think his decision-making skills, like, he's a smart player, but I don't think he has the quickness of it yet to stay consistently in the NHL. That's why. But otherwise in Laval, like, he's going to be one of their best players this coming year.
I can see that.
And I think he has no choice. I think he could score minimum 20 goals again. He's definitely going to get maybe top line opportunities again. Definitely the first power play. Absolutely. But this is his last chance, and I really believe the arrival of Zachary Bolduc really hurt his chances. But until then, I still think Joshua Roy still has the potential, but he's got to figure it out that he's got to put the work ethic in, man. And at one point in time, earlier in his career, earlier in junior, he had the reputation of being lazy. Like, you know what I mean? He turned it around
in the queue.
I don't know exactly. I don't know if he went back to those old habits. I'm not accusing. I hope not. I hope I'm right when I say that he's not lazy. And I think he knows it. He mentioned it in an interview at one of these summer golf charity tournaments. Like, the kid knows. Like, he knows this is his last chance on a contract year. So, yeah. But otherwise too, like, the Laval games that I know I'm going to go at some point this season. I'm going to be excited for the kid. I'm going to be excited to see him play with some of the other prospects that we named. So,
for sure.
Yeah, man. So at number 5. So before we even get to number 5, my honorable mentions definitely Zarovsky, LJ Mooney. Like,
Mooney is. I want to see this year. What's happening? But yes,
same here. When he goes and play in the NCAA, like, I want if he's able to do a little bit more than what Cole was able to do as a freshman, because he might. Anyways, I'm certain next season he's making this list. Like, within this top 10, I probably have Zarovsky above Mooney, just because he's a bigger player, but the skill that LJ Mooney showed at the development camp for the rookies or the prospects, he's definitely at number 12. And I'll throw in one more name. I'm excited to see this kid play in Laval, Tyler Thorpe. I really
I
think
always was very high on Thorpe. Big body.
Yeah,
big body. Pretty good skill, man. Like
I want to see his first full year as a pro.
Senior. Okay.
Like that's
and maybe on my list next year.
But it's so funny, this list. Like, we're gonna get to number 5 real soon, but it's so funny, this list. When we first started this podcast, like, do you remember we had like a Sean Farrell up there, we had a Riley Kidney, we had my God, who else? We had a Philip Michar. At one point we had Arbor Jacka. We did have Logan Mayu. We had Caden Gooley. I can't.
Who was that guy? He was Swedish or Finnish?
Swedish. I don't know who you're talking about. But I just can't believe it. Like, how it's a good, but it sucks for these players that we don't have them ranked here. But it's a good sign for the Canadiens depth chart too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So look,
I've always said it. A good team needs to have this. All the time. It's hard to do, but it's not hard when you have the right management in place. Or the management that knows what to look for, or knows what to look out for when looking at kids play hockey.
Yeah,
it's important. It's like I said, it's a conveyor system. Look at Nick Suzuki. In our mind, he's young, but he's already at year what? Since the Canadiens,
2019, six years now.
6, 7. So that's how fast it goes. So
60,
we already start to need to look at the next Nick Suzuki almost.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just the way it goes, right? If not, you're going to be having a rebuild for the next 10 years.
Pretty much that. Even Jeff Gordon said that. So
there you go.
So we did 10-6. Now the remaining 5. Go ahead, Zook. Take it away at number 5.
My number 5. This name has been there in last year's list. Beck.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Same. 5, same at number 5.
Look, he had a decent year last year. 44 points in 64 games. He's the type of player that you know what you're gonna get game after game. Something like like a Gallagher. Like, he's a hardworking kid. Decent at faceoffs.
Yep. Well, he was one of the best in the OHL. That's where they're gonna need him at one point, big time.
Yes, I think so too. And so he has a full 200-foot game, which there's place for that on the Montreal Canadiens very soon.
12 games. He played 12 games with the Canadiens. He has. I remember that one game he played on an emergency call up in 2022-23. But 12 games with the Montreal Canadiens. I have him exactly at number 5 as well. I think the next 5, like you and I, were going to be more or less aligned, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious. But I mean, he did get 1 assist that game, and I remember that game he played very, very well. And 15 goals to him too, playing like third, fourth line. And I'm pretty sure he was like a third line centerman most of the time. A couple of times he went on the wing as well. And 6 points in 13 playoff games too. Like, at one point, this kid was lighting up in the season.
Yeah,
he was scoring highlight goals too.
Consistent,
1,000%. And I don't expect him to. I would love him to be a third line centerman for the Montreal Canadiens. I think that could be his ceiling. Right. I really, really do. I think if he puts on, like, at 6 foot, but like at almost at 200 pounds, like, he could be him too. He could be. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to throw the body.
Size. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a big player, but like, he's heavy.
Well, he's
low end heavy.
He's a bit taller than Newhook. Like, Newhook, I think is like like 5'11" probably. Mind you,
but Newhook has this weight that his strength around his legs type of thing.
Yeah,
I think Beck has that too. Like,
obviously,
which is great to work. Like,
Newhook's a bit faster, but
he's a bit faster. But like, very important if you're playing in the periphery of the of the rink. You need to have
he's
that.
not. Owen Beck too. He's not afraid to get in the corners though.
He's not.
Like, he really isn't. He's not the
wait for it.
He knows how to place himself properly in the zone. Like, he's
what's your take on what's his potential to be like once he makes it to the Montreal Canadiens? What's his role? You said third line center.
Dude, I think third line, basically the way Christian Dvorak was used as a third line center last year.
Right,
the exact same thing when his time comes in the Montreal Canadiens.
He has
third line center. face-off skills in the defensive zone, and I think he's definitely gonna play on the penalty kill as well.
Okay, cool.
A
Yeah, that's what I thought.
1,000%. I think he could be a very good penalty killer. Okay, interesting. So we're both in line at number 5.
Beauty.
Who's at number 4?
You could start this one.
I got Michael Hage.
Okay.
I got Michael Hage at number 4.
Me.
So I was debating a little bit on this between 5 and 4, and I was debating between Beck and Hage. The only reason why I put Hage above Beck by just one spot, I truly believe Hage could be that potential number 2 centerman. I think he has a bit of a higher ceiling than an Owen Beck. The kid put on some pounds, put on some muscle. You saw it in the development camp this summer. Looked like guys bigger than him couldn't move him off the puck.
Right.
I think he's going to come a little bit. He has a bit of that fiery edge. He's going to do everything he can to make Team Canada and Team Canada better. Like Dale Hunter said, he was one of our best players during this that little
sign,
mini
right?
tournament. That's a very, very good sign. And just with that, I think he's going to go back to Michigan on a mission. Michigan. Anyways, you know what I mean? And I could see him signing a pro contract at the end of his season this year. I really think the Montreal Canadiens are going to approach him.
I could definitely see that.
Pending he has a great season in the NCAA, I really think he's going to be that next name amongst the prospect group that gets a contract. I think he's up next. Yeah.
Okay.
So who's your number 4?
So my number 4 is Jacob Fowler.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So now this is a goalie that's been dominant at every level of his career so far.
Mm-hmm.
Even last year when he came up to the AHL, he won 2 games out of 3 games.
Yeah, his first couple wasn't one of them. I think one of them was a shutout.
But it's not only the way, right. It's not only the numbers, the stats that you're looking at. It's the way he wins his games.
Yeah,
the ease that he has around the crease. Somebody who seems to be very technically knowledgeable about the game, like about goalies. He reminds me of that person who was always working his technique when he was young, Carey Price. I'm not saying he's a Carey Price style goalie, but one could say that he's definitely influenced by him, which is not a bad thing.
I thought he had a shutout, but he didn't. He had a shutout in the playoffs.
It was his first playoff game. Yes,
it was in the playoffs that he had a shutout. Yeah.
No, look, it's I can't say enough good things about this kid,
Mm-hmm.
and not only about that, it's his composure, his character,
Mm-hmm.
which is a huge thing when it comes down to goaltending. Look, especially right, goalies it's a mind game. Like a lot of this, half of the battle is the mind. And that's why a goalie like, for example, Jose Theodore thrived, right? He wasn't the most technically gifted goalie, but he had the character, he had the swagger to be a goalie for the Montreal Canadiens, and that led him to a great career.
You know what's funny?
I think Fowler has that plus the technique.
He doesn't look big, but he's 6'2". Fowler's 6'2". He's still a pretty decent sized
boy, dude, and he's not done growing, dude. He still has to get fit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If this is a big year for him, in my opinion,
1,000%.
On several levels.
1,000%.
He has to work on his size and all that. And once he comes to I think he's going to come to the NHL sooner than you think, but that's just me.
So at number 3, I have him at number 3. I have Jacob Fowler at number 3.
Okay.
So for all the same reasons, and I think just everything is aligned perfectly for the kid to take that number 1 goalie spot in Laval. I know there's that Capo Kakkonen, who I still think is going to be an excellent veteran backup for the kid. Right. I really think he could learn a lot, especially after the playoffs last year that Laval went through. They lost to Kakkonen, okay? And I really think, I don't know if he's going to be a mentor to him, but like, it's not a bad goaltender for the kid to learn playing in the pros, how to be a pro.
I honestly think they got him for that reason, Sammy.
Oh, I think so too. Well, it's because they knew Primo just needed a fresh new start somewhere else.
But like the fact that
and you know that Dobesh is making the Montreal Canadiens. Like I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if he doesn't make the team.
I'm liking the tandem there, dude.
I want to see Fowler get I want to see him get at least 45 to 55 games. There's
He will.
72 games in the AHL.
Yeah,
I want to see
getting that 35 to
Fowler get
45.
at least between 45, 50 games. If he gets 52 games, I'm happy with that.
Right.
I really, really am. But no, he's going to be our future. I think he's our future. I don't know if I want to say future number one. A lot's going to depend on Montembeault and even Jakub Dobeš, even though Dobeš signed that extension. But this management's going to have to make a decision. And in the words of Joey, no more 3-goalie tantrum. Never again. Never
so what do you
again.
think's going to happen? They're going to have to trade. I don't know.
No, I don't think a trade's going to happen yet.
I'm going to be bold and say this. Maybe we could say this on another show eventually, but I say trade Montembeault.
Yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna.
Get rid of him now so that you can stabilize the future.
There's 2 years left on his contract. Okay,
I know.
Dobeš has another 2. Like imagine Fowler's contract only starts this year, so even him, man, he's got time. Okay. He's got tons of time. Like Fowler, he's only 20 years old. Fowler's only 20 years old. They signed Dobeš, and they still have Montembeault, both of them at 2 years. Like they're aligning this perfectly with everything, man. Like it's in 2 years, Montembeault is going to be 30. Fowler's going to be 22. Like it's everything is aligned perfectly in my opinion.
What do you see happening when Fowler comes into the equation? Is he going to be Montembeault? You said is going to be 30.
Yep.
And then Dobeš is going to be what, mid-20s?
I'm just saying, man. A part of
Who
me.
Would you see, Dobeš with Fowler or Montembeault with Fowler? I don't think Montembeault wants to be a second goalie.
But I think Montembeault could understand that too. Whereas I think Jakub Dobeš, like if he's not going to be given the number one, maybe he's going to want. There's
going to be an interesting storm to come. Soon.
I want to see a Fowler Dobeš combo.
Me too.
Part of me thinks they might keep a Montembeault Fowler combo. I don't know. There's a big question mark on that department.
Yeah, we'll see how he plays this year.
But it's a great problem as far as we're concerned right now. In the meantime,
it's a great problem.
Fowler is going to be your number one. Laval, let him fucking cook over there. Go play all those games, make playoffs again. Let him be the number one.
Let him cook. Absolutely.
I'm so excited. So yeah, Fowler's my number 3. Who's your number 3?
Hage.
Yeah. Okay.
Which on Hage, I want to get a jersey with his name in the back. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to be our second line center, like you said. Just he has to work on, which I think is going to come with time and age. And we've already seen the improvement, like you said, but his size and strength. If he gets a little bit stronger, like even just a tad, I think he's going to be NHL ready very soon. Do you think he's going to go to Laval and spend a full year there, or do you think he's going to jump?
So I think depends where the Canadiens are.
Okay.
He's getting a pro contract. If the Canadiens are in a playoff spot, I don't see him being signed with the Canadiens and being put in that position.
Even
I could see him getting a pro contract, but a minor league pro contract, kind of like what they did, like what they did with Fowler last year.
Okay, but the thing is now, like we all know the issue of the Montreal Canadiens' second line center situation. What if Doc doesn't work out this year?
Mm-hmm.
Do the Canadiens, rush the age?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I cannot see that happening. I really, really don't. I think because like we look at the way Lane Hudson came with the Canadiens, like he was already one of the best players in college hockey that year. The Canadiens did not make the playoffs. They had nothing to lose. They really had nothing to lose making Lane Hudson play the last 2 games of the season. And he just finished his college year, right? They had nothing to lose. With Fowler, the Canadiens were fighting for that spot, and I really feel like it's the same thing. Like and Jakub Dobeš wasn't with Laval anymore at that point, right?
Right.
So it made sense to put Fowler in Laval right after his college season. I think it's going to be the same thing with Michael Hage. Even if it doesn't work out with Doc, I don't see Doc going anywhere anyways. I don't see him getting traded unless there actually is an offer for him. So, but like, even if he doesn't play as well as we want him to be, I don't see him going anywhere. I think they're going to keep him there anyways. So that's why I'm saying Michael Hage is going to go straight to Laval, but he is going to get a pro contract at the end of this coming season. I truly, truly believe that.
Go get it, Hage.
Okay. Number two. I think this one's pretty obvious.
Go for it.
On the right side, defense,
There you
the
go.
5th overall pick, David Reinbacher. that's
Yes,
pretty much a no-brainer.
That's a lock-in, yeah, for sure.
That's a lock-in. David Reinbacher is the key piece to fulfill the top 4 Montreal defense amongst the group that we have, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Chris mentioned this many times. I thought of this too. We all thought of this. We're going to see a David Reinbacher and Lane Hudson pairing one day with the Montreal Canadiens. 1,000%.
Sooner than you think.
A lot of people want to use David Reinbacher in a trade. There's no way in hell the Canadiens are using a David Reinbacher trade bait for whether it's Mason McTavish or anybody else out there. They drafted this kid 5th overall because they want him to be one of the core pieces on defense for a long time. They don't care about him being able to put up numbers, which he could. For a kid that's barely played in Laval because of injuries, like he hasn't lost his touch, man. The kid's a beast.
5 points in 10 games, man.
He's simple defenseman. But damn, like if someone can make simple look so good on defense, it's David Reinbacher. Smart plays, knows how to make great first pass out of the zone.
Who is simple like that in your past? And in the past, the Montreal Canadiens history.
Markov.
There you go.
Markov.
Yeah, I see a lot of similarities between their games.
Markov was the most underrated defenseman of our generation. We sound biased. I really don't care. He was our best defenseman. But in the NHL, he was so underappreciated.
Right.
He was so underappreciated.
Which is fine.
That's okay too. But man, I want him to get top pairing minutes in the minors this year. I still think he needs to go back. Okay.
Yes.
And I think the Canadiens were hoping by this time he would be ready. Those injuries did set him back because it was all planned out, right? Like especially with David Savard announcing his retirement.
Right.
Even though they have an Alexandre Carrier, they really didn't go get somebody else to replace that David Savard because they feel like they have the depth for now to carry, but they know David Reinbacher is coming. Like the Canadiens are purposely making sure David Reinbacher goes through the proper steps for him to be ready enough to make that top 4 on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him play a few times in Laval. I saw him play in the playoffs, man. The kid's got a shot. He
does.
Logan Mailloux had a fantastic shot with Laval. Second best was David Reinbacher. The kid can shoot, man.
Yeah, but I think if you look at the package, like the overall package between, if you compare a Logan Mailloux and a Reinbacher, I think Reinbacher has much more of a complete package.
Yep.
Logan Mailloux was very he exposed Laval to many goals, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's a little bit more. A lot of goals, he's a little bit more offensive minded and great skater, but he took a lot of chances too.
That wouldn't work in the NHL, in my opinion. Especially the way the Canadiens play, that would not have.
He took a lot of chances, whereas David Reinbacher, Reinbacher wasn't without his mistakes either, but it's to be expected. Too. He hasn't played a full season on North American surface yet.
But did you see how well Reinbacher plays at the blue line? Like the way he's
very, very good, and I can't wait to see him at the Prospect Showdown. I'm pretty sure a lot of players we named, except for maybe Vincent Rohr, and I don't know if Zarovsky's going to make it there either. I hope he does, but most of the names we're not going to see Hage just because he's an NCAA player, and same thing for LJ Mooney. But all the others, I'm expecting to see them there, and I'm so excited for that. And at number 1, Zook, take it away. I mean, there's no if we thought David Reinbacher was obvious at number 2, it goes without saying who our number 1 prospect is.
Ivan Demidov.
The demigod, the Russian demigod.
Man, is he a demigod though? what do we say about this guy? What's there not to say about this guy, right? We fortunately had a glimpse into his game, albeit still needs to work on his overall NHL, adaptation, if you will.
Mm-hmm. But
Which
that's
is
going to
normal.
come quick.
He's still
It's
a
gonna,
young kid, right?
yeah,
How old
but
is he now?
it's going to come
19,
quick.
20?
He's 19.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
but,
it's going to
but
come
we
quick.
all saw that elite level skill, that ability to make people stand up from their chairs.
I still don't know how the heck they landed him. I don't understand. I
Well,
don't get
look,
it.
it's the
was meant
Russian factor, Sammy, dude.
Yeah,
But
probably,
it's
but
the way it goes. People don't, teams aren't all in the position that the Canadians are in, with being less risk adverse. They need to
Mhm.
risk to have. Some teams are comfortable. They have players that they already know in their pipeline. They
Yeah.
don't want to risk for a Russian, waste a pick, if you will. Whereas us, we have to risk. If you want to win with a rebuild, you need to have players like this, right? And
they didn't risk it on Mishkov, but they definitely risked it on Davidov, which
no,
is
but Michkov, you know what? They had who they had to get.
Yeah.
In the Michkov draft, they got it. Ryan
Yeah.
Tucker, right?
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes. And then we got Davidov, and now we have, that other Russian guy who apparently, what's his name, Zarovsky. Had he
Mhm.
not been in the Russian league, he might have been higher up. If he was a North American player, they said he was a top 10 player, dude.
The best thing is that the Canadians always wanted to pick him. They went to get Dobson. They traded those picks for Dobson, and they still got Zarovsky.
And you know what, man? The Bob Ross factor is huge. Not a lot of teams have scouts in Russia, right?
That's true too. Yeah.
So Demidov.
Well,
what do you think he's gonna hit? Okay, wait. I want.
Yeah.
So I was talking to my cousin, and we were saying out loud, what's a successful season for a full year? I said I'd be happy with 45 points, 50 points.
Oh, I think if he gets, I think he could get 60. Because I'm trying to think
that would be a great season.
If Lane Hudson could get over 60, I think Demidov could get over 60.
Okay.
He's going to get at least 10 goals
the thing
minimum.
Is,
I think
the difference between Hudson, Sammy, and Demidov is the fact that Hudson he had experience playing the North American.
Yeah, I know, but
versus Demidov, no.
But they both have more or less the same skill set.
That's
just
true.
for different positions, right?
That's true.
And you look at just the work ethic this kid is putting in this summer. Like, he's on the ice every day.
Not only that, though, but do you notice every highlight reel within his practices, his feet are always moving?
His feet are always moving.
Shows you right there that that's elite level.
Not
everybody does that, you notice.
Dude, his hands are deking everybody. He could deke everybody through a phone booth, dude. Like, it's insane. The work ethic, like even Hugh said, is like his work ethic is compared to none. And it's like, even I have to tell him, yo, dude, like take a break today. It's like, no, but this is what we want. We want those players on that team. We want a Lane Hudson that always wants to get on the ice. We want an Ivan Demidov that gets on the ice. You really think Patrick Laine isn't inspired by this kid? Always being on the ice? Like the two of them have been practicing together for a while now. Like I think they're preparing to play together. But no,
of course. Who's gonna tee up in the power play? Come on now.
well, there you go. That's gonna be that was our discussion our last episode, the with Joey. But yeah, no, it goes without saying, Demidov, dude, is like, I can't wait for him to get a full season in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, like, even if he gets over 50, I'll be happy. If he gets over 60, that's just like a cherry on top. And you know what? But there's a big risk that we're getting another Montreal Canadiens rookie up for the Calder Trophy, up for the Rookie of the Year, back to back. If we get back to back,
has that happened?
If we get back to back, like, teams are talking about the Canadiens. If that happens, teams are going to be scared of the Canadiens. I know I sound biased. I don't give a shit.
Oh,
we're look at the depth chart. We went through this list, and I think about the list we did last year, the year before. It's like, holy crap! Like, this got a whole lot more dangerous now. It really did. This is
good job, Kent Hughes and Gorton.
I'm telling you, man. We keep repeating it, but to any new listener out here, this is where this team is going. Everybody's taking notice, and everybody's like, you know that look when you're like, yo, back up, because like you're slightly not scared, but you get a bit like, you get a word, you got your guard up a little bit, because you don't. That's what teams are doing with the Montreal Canadiens, man. It's so exciting. I'm so excited, dude. And there you have it. top 10 list. Can't wait for the prospect showdown. Like I said, I got tickets for the Curfew Boys. Hopefully everybody shows up. If Joey shows up from South Korea, I'll be very happy. If not,
That's an expensive ticket.
If not, I understand. But if he knows where his priorities lie, excuse me, he better make it.
I would be surprised.
Awesome stuff, Zook.
Awesome, brother.
That's it, man. So once again, thank you so much to our audience members. If you tune in on YouTube, please click like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Come take part of the conversations. But most importantly, share this with your fellow Habs fans, friends around the world. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any other podcast platform, thank you so much. Please leave us an honest rating and review. It's the only way we could feel the love. A big thank you to our sponsors, Habs Cave and Mike's Barbecue Rub. Please give them a follow. Please give them a shout out, excuse me, on social media, Instagram, TikTok. You can find them there. We, the Curfew Boys, are available at, what did I say before? Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. If you can find us, come give us a shout. Reach out to us. Come take part of this conversation. I am Sammy. He is Zook. Buddy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this episode. I'll see you in the next couple of hours or so. We'll continue to chat. See you on the flip side. Until then, bye now.